Right, before anyone goes off on a tangent thinking to themselves, oh my god, what are you doing to the channel, you bastard? Just leave it alone. Yes, things are changing on 8-Bit Bastard. Some people might think, oh no, and other people might think, oh yes. But one thing I will say before we start getting into this video is that if you are not willing to stick around for this entire video, just have a look in the description below. You'll see a list of all the things that I mentioned in this video. All the changes, all the things, they'll all be there, so you can read them quickly and you can get on with your day. But if you are a hardcore bastard and you wish to stick around for this entire video, then lend me your ears, strap yourselves in, because we're going to be going down a cul-de-sac of some fairly deep shit. So the first thing I would like to address in this video, above everything else, and I do apologise for not addressing this situation sooner, but in case you guys were not aware, about 2 to 3 weeks ago, Sonny very sadly decided to part ways with the channel. He left for very understandable and respectable reasons. He just did not think that it was fair to be a part of 8-Bit Bastard, knowing that his enthusiasm and drive to make content for YouTube was just not what it used to be. I totally understand, and I would just like to point out as well that there was no bad blood between us. There was no major argument that ensued. He left on very understandable reasonings, and I wish him the best of luck in anything that he chooses to do in the future. Now, unfortunately, along with the departure of Sonny, Dougie has also departed from 8-Bit Bastard as well. His demand for content on his own personal YouTube channel has skyrocketed in the last few months, and it is just become so mental for him that he felt that it just was not fair to be a part of 8-Bit Bastard, knowing that all of his efforts and whatnot would be going into his first channel, Dougie. And again, I totally respect his decisions. I totally understand where he's coming from, and also he wishes to go down a bit more of a streaming route for his channel as well. And if you guys haven't already subscribed to him, the description for his channel will be in the link below. So that leaves me. This fucking idiot has been left to steer the Titanic that is 8-Bit Bastard through the obstacle course of icebergs that is YouTube. And I'm not gonna lie, people, and for quite some time I've been nervous. Like, I've been really genuinely nervous because I've got, I mean, there's probably, what, about 47,000 subscribers on this channel now, and that's a lot of people to entertain when you're by yourself, because 8-Bit Bastard has always been a team, and this is the very first time ever that 8-Bit Bastard has only had one person, and it's this dickhead right here. It's this one. I'm the one that's left over. Oh my word. Anyway, yes, now that I have addressed the situation of Sonny and Dougie, let me just go into a bit more detail as to what's been happening with me. So for the last 6 years or so, I've been working for a company called VMC, which has done games testing for both Xbox 360 and Xbox One. And about a month ago, maybe 3 weeks, it was announced that the company was closing down. And so Friday just gone was the very last day that I will ever walk into that building. It was the last time that I will ever work for that company. But for the last 2 weeks, they have needed my help with manual labour to help get all of the equipment and all of the stuff out of the building to be shipped off to wherever the fuck it needs to go. And I'm not gonna lie, if you are not prepared for manual labour, like me, who's just a fucking nerd that sits at a desk like all the fucking time, doing manual labour can ruin you as a human being. Like, it can seriously fuck you up. Like, I was going to work at about 7:30, doing manual labour for 8 hours, and then coming home and then going to bed at about 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. Which sort of, that's like my prime editing time, which is why you've not seen any videos on this channel for about 2 weeks or so, because I've been asleep. I've just been so shagged. But now, yeah, Friday was the last day, so it's now all done, which means that over the course of this weekend, I've had to really seriously think about what I want to do in my life. Do I want to go out and get a proper job, like a 9-to-5 contract job, and start a career for myself, or do I want to do YouTube full-time? So after the course of this weekend, I have decided to take on YouTube full-time and attempt as best I can to take 8-Bit Bastard to the next level. But in order to do that, I'm going to need the help of the entire Bastard family! Right, so let us now delve into the juice of this video, the new and the change. Well, first of all, the new thing, some of the new things I should say, is that if you're watching this video, you'll have noticed that the channel has had a new lick of paint. There's a new banner there, there's now a new logo, the same goes for the Twitter and the Facebook. The channel has also got an up-to-date description, so is the Twitter. The playlists are now up-to-date with all of their respective videos. But the newest thing that is occurring for 8-Bit Bastard is that there is now a Patreon page. I mean, to be fair, we've had a Patreon page for quite a while, but we never took it seriously. But now more than ever is when I'm going to be taking Patreon way more seriously, because if I wish to do 8-Bit Bastard full-time, this is where I'm going to need your help more than ever. I've set you guys up with a shit ton of rewards, of which are probably just going to improve as the time goes on. But if you guys are gracious enough, if you are that humble and that glorious of a bastard to donate to me, to help me make the videos that you guys want, then my love and respect for you will just be tenfold. I mean, the bastard family will just become even more close-knit than it ever has before. But if you look in the description below, there is a link to the Patreon page. You guys can check it out, and if you are gracious enough to be a patron, I will love you forever, and I will thank you for the rest of my life. Now, let us delve into the change that is going to be occurring at 8-Bit Bastard. Essentially what I'm getting at is the content that you guys are going to be seeing for the foreseeable future. So let's start from the very top. GTA 5 Machinima is what this channel was built upon. It's the foundations of the bastard empire that you guys know and love to this day. The only thing that worries me about GTA 5 Machinima at this point in time is that, to me personally, and I don't know if you guys agree, but GTA 5 Machinima seems to slowly be grinding to a halt. As in, the hype and the interest in GTA 5 Rockstar edited videos just doesn't seem to carry the same amount of popularity that it once did. And this point was drilled into my head even further still when so basically, when Sonny and Dougie left the channel, I thought to myself, fuck, can I do this channel by myself, or do I bring in extra content creators to make it a team, and then we can work together to make these types of videos? And the content creators that I reached out to essentially just were on this kind of level. They did not have the same interest that they once did in creating GTA 5 content, and they wished to move on to other things. Or their channels were just too popular and they wish to carry on focusing on those, which is totally understandable. But then it really started to make me think how much longer GTA 5 Machinima is still going to be around for. Now, I have multiple projects on the go, and have done for quite some time, but I just haven't had the time to really finish them up. But I do have some projects on the go. There's another GTA 5 Wildlife documentary that is going to be coming out for you guys. There's a couple of extra bits and pieces here and there. But as the time goes along, there might be an opportunity that comes along where I'll suddenly get a bit of inspiration and I'll be like, oh, right, okay, let's just do this video, and then I'll release it for you guys. But GTA 5 Machinima might not be as regular as you once thought it was. Because we would release them, you know, once every couple of days, but that might now start to turn into once a week or once every other week, depending on how big the project is that I'm currently working on. But just rest assured, GTA 5 Machinima will still be on this channel. It just might not be as regular as you guys are used to. I mean, who knows? I could just get a massive amount of inspiration and then just start plowing through GTA 5 videos, but who knows? At this point, I really don't know. But let's move on to the next bit of content, the How Big Is It series. Now, these videos, I still really enjoy making. Like, even though a lot of you guys in the comment section have been saying that, oh, you must get so bored, like, to be fair, I really don't get that bored making these types of videos, because all you really need to do is just have a little weight on the W button, have it set to walk, and then you just need to keep an eye on it and make sure the guy doesn't walk into a tree or into a building. They're really quite easy to make. It's all sort of dependent on how big the map is. But you guys have been really awesome in terms of your comments on suggestions for what I should do next, and there are going to be quite a few of those coming out in the foreseeable future. So yeah, the How Big Is It series is still going to be strong on this channel. Then moving on to such other little bits and pieces like time-lapse videos and other bits and pieces like that. Those are still going to be a part of this channel because again, they are a bit time consuming, but they're still easy to make, and depending on how good a game comes out, you know, graphically wise, it's always really nice to show off how good the graphics are by doing a time-lapse video. Okay, now this is where the channel is going to start to take a slightly different route. It's just a bit of diverted traffic that leads you down the highway, which will then lead you off to your final destination. I want to start to introduce a Shenanigans series. Now, I know... excuse me, I'm just a little bit under the weather at the moment. Fuck, I've totally lost my train of thought as well. No, that was it. So, back in the day, we did used to do GTA 5 Shenanigans, like free roam Shenanigans and whatnot, and they were quite popular. But I really miss those days. They were so good, and they still are. So when I play games with my brother, who you guys know as Pat Hazard, or if I play with my closest mates, they are just some of the funniest and most... I cry with laughter. They're that funny, and I regret so much not recording those sessions and showing it to you guys, because I reckon some of you guys will appreciate it. I know you guys are here for GTA 5 Machinima, and that's still going to be there, but if I'm going to do this channel full time, I'm going to need to do something different. And change is good. Change is what keeps you interested. Change is what is going to keep me from being bored with this channel and inevitably keep me going and making videos, because if I was stuck here making GTA 5 Machinima, I would lose my mind. I just would. I would get so bored, and if I wasn't getting creative ideas or anything like that, I would just get bored, and then that would inevitably probably lead to the end of 8-Bit Bastard, which is what I don't want. So this is why I want to introduce something new. I just want to start doing something different that will keep me entertained and keep you guys entertained as well. I reckon you guys will probably like this. And if you don't, then let me know in the comments. And if you do, also let me know in the comments. Now, on top of the Shenanigans, I did flirt with the idea of bringing back the Chaney plays. Now, if you guys were not aware of this, about a year or so ago, I used to do just comedy videos in games where I would just play it and commentate over it. But, you know, again, if I'm to do this full time, I just want to give you guys more regular content. But I think going down the Chaney Plays route is going to be diverting the channel a little bit too far in the wrong direction, if that makes sense. But I mean, if you guys want the Chaney Plays, then just put a comment below saying, I want Chaney Plays in bold capital letters. And then that will let me know that you guys want it. Fuck, I just hit my wrist on the desk. Ah! So yeah, that is what I want to start doing for this channel. I want to start introducing just a little bit of extra personality into it, because you guys will get the GTA 5 Machinima and you'll get maybe a little bit of voiceover work, which will let you guys know what we sound like, you know what I mean. But then I want to actually start to introduce a bit more personality into this channel. I want to be able to communicate with you guys on a much more regular basis. I want you guys to have like, hey guys, how's it going? Here's a game and we're gonna play it. You know, I want you guys to get to know me a bit more. I want you guys to get to know my brother and my mate a bit more, and I think this would be a good route to go down. It might not be, but I personally think it's going to be quality! So, let us round all of this off. There are things that are staying, there are things that are new, and hopefully these new things that will start to be introduced to you guys will enjoy. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, really. Hopefully all of this change for the 8-Bit Bastard channel goes well, and yeah, that was pretty much all I wanted to talk about, really. I hope you guys have stuck around for this video to the very end. I don't even know how long this video is going to be, to be honest. Like, I could have, to be fair, like, this is unedited. It's unedited, so however long it is, then, well, I say it's unedited, there's probably a few bits and pieces where I'm just like, and just, I've cut that out. But yeah, hopefully you guys have stuck around to the very end. And if you guys are able to support me, please do. I need your help more than ever. I mean, this is essentially begging. I mean, it really is. When you set up a Patreon page, you're going, please give me money, because I'm begging you. But yeah, I really want to do YouTube full time, and I'm going to try and do it for a few months. And if you guys are able to just support me as best you can, like the videos, share them on social media, sub to the channel if you haven't already done so. Hit that little bell icon next to the subscription button to let you guys know that I have released a video. Support me on Patreon. Just do what you can. I will be forever in your debt, and I will just be so overwhelmed if this goes how I hope it will. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you in the foreseeable future. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves. Peace!